think we might be live. Evening wrap up, quitting time. It's getting dark, losing light, getting hungry, and cold. This will be a real quick, short live, just try to give everyone a quick update. Weather is changing still, it's getting colder, moving in. Winter will be here before I know it, and I will be doing probably less content, or a slight different type of content. I don't even know if I'm actually getting out to a good signal. I'm out in rural Tipton County right now, heading back to Howard County, heading home. It's almost dark. Well, I got more light than last time. All right, people, there we go. How is the quality? I'm not sure if it's going to be grainy or bouncy or bad audio, broken. Yeah, I can't see. I got cars passing me here on this country road. There we go. What's up, Mike? John? How's it going? Good evening to you too. Today was just kind of an inspection day. We haven't really installed much. I've started putting the brakes on. The installs are going to be out waiting. What's up? I wonder if my brother might kind of chime in here past this neck of the woods and said hey to him real quick. Wow, everybody's piling in. 12, 13 of you. I think it says Chuck. What's up? It's hard to see. Really no specific, well actually no, yeah, let's talk about that real quick. So one of the stops I was at this morning actually made that video public around lunchtime. It's of a really bad worn out roof, and just the kind of thing that I see when homes are being sold with real estate transactions, stuff like that. But I actually was at another roof that had an ICO shingle. I don't know the line. Homeowner is like unhappy with the quality of it, and I see why after seeing it, but I did do a video of it. It's uploading currently right now on my really slow, famously slow internet. Once it makes it out, I'll probably release it tomorrow because I want to get your guys' help and thoughts and input on what type of shingle you think this is. And also, there's like pockets of iron in the shingle where there's like little rust spots, where there's like a granule that was iron. I mean, it was really odd. I've never seen this in my almost 20 years of roofing, so I want to get your guys' opinion. So I can describe briefly in this video, live video now, it was a more of like a designer style shingle by ICO. The guy built the home about 10 years ago, said it was an ICO shingle. He doesn't know the line. It was a dimensional shingle, but it was not Cambridge, it was not Dynasty. It had the classic vertical cut sawtooth, but at the bottom where it laminates the shim or the wedge or the laminate, there were some that were cut higher and others cut lower. If any of you guys know what I'm talking about, please let me know what the name of the line is. I'm gonna have to do some Googling when I get home this evening, just to kind of get your guys' feedback and input on what you think it is. I thought the job was actually gonna be really bad install quality, causing it to blow away and blow apart and get damaged, because that's typically what I see. In this case, it was just a really crappy shingle. The seal strip was not activating. There was not near enough seal strip to activate and successfully bond to the shingle below it. So anyway, that's what I was going to just briefly talk about in this video. Look for it tomorrow. And your feedback. Did I miss a comment here? Let me see here. Oh, it's not even popping up. I don't even know if it's if you guys can hear me or see if the video is going. Give me a quick message in chat, please. I can't access my signal bar. There we go, guys. Just come in. Really focus on them because I'm driving. But at least I know it's passing data. That's cool. It's going cool. Thank you, Super Roofer. Can't make the first name out, Lewis and real link, sorry. One of these days I'll just have time to do more of this at a desk and not be having to drive. Let me know what you guys want to see with the changing of the weather here. I'll still be doing a few inspections and maybe some emergency work, repair work, but as far as installs, we're pretty much done. And within the next couple weeks, I can guarantee we're going to be done, unless it's like a big emergency. I caught some flack on that last video talking about riffing in the winter, but apparently I didn't cover all my bases because it was live, it was unscripted. Just a really random wrap-up video of the day. I've got a few videos already uploaded, just they're not public yet. So I'm going to try to at least film a little content throughout my days that I am out working to still try to do the trickle out a video a day, Monday through Friday. I just don't know and can't guarantee what kind of content it's going to be going into the winter. Hopefully these comments will show back later and I'll read them back. Where am I located, it looks like? Kokomo, Indiana, central Indiana, 1 hour north of Indianapolis. GAF best shingle? Actually, no, I disagree. If you're asking my opinion, actually, I just talked about GAF briefly in the video I did earlier, which is uploading. Anything above 40? You know, 40 degrees isn't bad working conditions. It's not the most ideal temperature for it to seal down, but based on how much sun, the color of the shingle, that can be a factor. But here we're going into below freezing for the next few months, and it will be single digits, possibly below zero. Winds, snow. It's just not going to be good. What's my favorite? If you're asking favorite shingle brand, I would probably say, if you're dealing with asphalt shingle, going to be Malarkey, but that's because it's a SBS polymer modified. If it's going to be oxidized asphalt, I would probably say either Duration by Owen & Corning or a Certainty Landmark, just because those are a few that I have used and the quality is decent. And I'm not so much saying that GAF is a bad shingle, it's more so the GAF marketing and their warranty, which I'm really not a fan of. And I kind of talked about that in the video. So hopefully, look, and I'll release that tomorrow. You have roof in the winter. You know, in my roofing time, working for a former employer, yeah, if it wasn't snowing or raining, we were out roofing in it. But it's really, I don't care. It's not good quality in a cold region to install. Your asphalt is very fragile. The pneumatics, or even hand nailing for that matter, just shatters. The shingle blows through the fiberglass mat. They don't lay good. They're brittle. They crack. Even just pushing a shingle into a valley cracks them. It's not good. There's a lot of guys out there that will disagree and have a differing opinion, but if they're in a cold region, I'm sorry, but I disagree with you if you're saying what I'm saying is not true. It's not good quality. And knowing that, going into the busy, rushy fall season, we start putting away like little squirrels and chipmunks. We start stacking away so I can make it through winter. I don't know. Totally different based on where you live or where you might live. Any questions real quick? We're getting into the southwest side of Kokomo. I'll be shutting her down here in a minute. I know a couple things I'll tell you I'm going to try to do more of this winter. And it's a big if we don't get a ton of snow. That's going to be sitting at home studying and learning. One of the newest things I'm trying to study up on is Python programming. Know some basics with C++, but I want to get into the Python side of it. Just because you can do a lot with it, and I want to do some programming in that. And various other things too, but definitely dedicating some time every night to continue my knowledge and education in various things. Somebody said when cold and quality is. Yeah, when it's cold, definitely. Well, it's starting to get dark pretty quick. So what's going on with any of you guys? What's up with you? How's your all's evening going? Do I do torch down? No, never done torch down. Never done anything with it, but removed it. So a question with you, whoever that was. Let me see here. Is torch down the same as modified, just a different terminology? It's like a roll that you're torching as you roll it out. Was that Wayne Lewis? Yeah, Wayne Lewis. So there's two type of things I would think was the roll that you heat with a torch and you roll it out, or the only other thing, maybe it's totally different, but I would refer to this other one. It's called hot mop, which is like a bucket and it's hot and it's boiling and they just kind of mop it on the roof. Then sometimes I've seen that. Okay, so that's correct. Cool, thank you. Yeah, modified is that real thick membrane stuff. It's a pain to remove. Dude, that stuff, from what I can see, it lasts a while. It's very durable, but removing it sucks. Oh, hot tar, what I would call mop down or whatever. No, I've never done either of those. And all my roofing years has just been mainly asphalt shingles. I've done a couple cedar shake installs, never done slate, removed slate, never done modified. I've done EPDM, never done TPO. I've done metal. Quite a bit of exposed fastener, and I've done a few standing seam. Slate's where the money's at. Not my market. Nobody ever puts anything high end down. It's usually budget, extreme budget in my area. A nice quality metal roof is still a budget in my area. People will just go right over, cut every cost you possibly can. Not that I'm saying or insinuating that roofing over is bad. Definitely wouldn't recommend it with shingles, going over shingles, but steel over shingles, okay? I'm just saying my town is a budget town for sure. Last hot mop you did? 580 square? Huh. Boy, my market still here for a removal of a standard ranch roof is about 300 to 350 a square. And one county south, or just insurance restoration work, it's quite a bit more than that. I like EPDM. It's not bad. I quit doing EPDM this past year just because it's hard to get my hands on some of the materials. The fasteners, like the buttons and screws, they've gotten outrageously priced. The Genflex and Firestone cover tapes and seam tapes, things like that, they're just, holy hell, they've gotten expensive. EPDM reinforced is the only one I'll do. I hate non-reinforced. It blisters and tears real easy. But then like your ISO board and blackboard, you can't even find it. Even one of the biggest, ABC Supply Co., tried to get stuff. Oh yeah, we got it. It shows up and it's the wrong stuff. I'm like, what happened to the reinforced, or where's this or that? They're like, oh, we're out of that. We've been out of it. Supplies are really bad. So if I don't have it on hand, which is very minimal, I don't even quote it anymore until things change with the supply side of it. Hell, a tube of GSL has gotten up to crystal clear, the 2300, like $11 in my area. It's outrageous. Beautiful west side of Kokomo here. Kokomo's not that bad. I can't talk bad about it, especially after Week Air. Week Air wrapped up last night. Sorry, I couldn't make that out. It disappeared and scrolled up too quick. Just another couple minutes. I'm going to end it here, people. If you guys want to see that video, let me know real quick. Like I said, it's uploading now. It'll probably take the rest of the night to upload at my house. I was trying to catch some of the 5G signals south of here, but it didn't get uploaded fully. I'll get that out tomorrow. If you wouldn't mind, if you know what shingle line it is, please let me know. Save me the time of having to research it and find it out. 14 minutes. I figure we'll keep this a shorter one. Ready to go home, put my dad hat on, be a good husband. Well, try to be a good husband. I don't know, my wife might be watching because my little girl's probably eating dinner right now. It's like, oh, it's daddy popping up. I try to take the evening time when I get home to spend time with them, eat dinner with them or catch up right after, clean up, clean the kitchen up, do the dishes, get the little girl down for bed. By then the wife's tired, she goes to bed. And then it's study time. Hey, I appreciate that, Wayne. I'm really going to try to help share what I know. YouTube has been a big part of teaching me what I'm looking for, researching for. Like right now, just over the past couple weeks, I've really gotten back into Arduino, microcontroller, Atmel chips, and programming. And I'm not going to go pay a college to learn something. So I go to YouTube, and these people know what they know, and they share what they know because they're good at it. They've done it a lot, and you can find the information, the resources you're looking for relatively easy. Now, you do still have to use some of your own common sense and like, is the source you're learning from true or not? So I want to try to be one of those that does try to share what he knows to the best of his abilities, as truthful as possible, and try to bring what you guys are looking for, what somebody out there might be looking for, as my little way of giving back. So I want to try to continue, but it does take a lot. A lot of people really don't realize what it takes to run a YouTube channel until they've actually done it. And I couldn't imagine the amount of time and effort that goes into running a channel like Stephen Graham or Andre Jake or some of the other people that I follow. The constantly ever evolving, changing news and stories with things, and the research, and then putting it together and editing it. So the only way I'm able to do this now is to not edit. The editing time would just kill me. The content would just kill me. Trying to find enough raw footage to edit it to make something good. So I just try to just go by the seat of my pants. That's why if I do say something, it could be a wrong word or the wrong definition or whatever, it's because if you notice, there's no cuts to my video. Now anything over the past year, there's minimal to no editing. So I can't go back and just chop it out, so I apologize. You get what it is. Well, I'm starting to disappear here. Photo game. Go out mine, and maybe some of the other few big ones. Not Storm Group or Riffing Insights, because there's some of the bigger and more known, but they're kind of a different type of channel. But look up roofers and report back to me what you get out of their channel. Do they know what they're talking about, or are they just the quickest? They really don't care about anything quality wise. And that's bad, because you get all these DIYers that are looking up how to possibly save money or do a project themselves, and they're not really getting taught the very few basics. Like I said, roofing's not hard. There's only a few basics you need to go by, but if you miss it or you mess it up, you're going to be set up for failure. So that's where I want to try to do my part and share what I know. Alright. About to get dark and curvy on me here. So I'm going to wrap it up here in the next half mile. You're slow, we're going. Eight people still in here? I know there's like 15 to 18 of you a minute ago. And only 7. Quality over speed, definitely. Alright guys, I appreciate it. Kind of out of things to talk about, and I'm only a couple minutes from home, and I don't want to plaster me a deer with my truck, so I'm going to get back to focusing on my driving. Actually, I've been focused on driving, but I'm going to pay more attention here. If you guys could, give it a thumbs up. Greatly appreciate it. Watch for the video tomorrow. Do me a favor, review it, see what I'm talking about in there with the granules and the rust, and if you know what type of ICO shingle line this is. Until then, as always, be safe, and we'll see you on the next video.